G'day baby boomers and empty nesters. If you're now ready for retirement and just a bit worried about where, what and how to start your next stage of life, then our YouTube channel Poppy and Pam's Adventure Before Dementia will give you some inspiration and a bit of a laugh at our expense as Glenn and I tackle working in and around the fishing and travelling around northern part of Australia, Canada and Vietnam. I had secured a 2.5-year contract working as a remote area nurse in Maningrida, which was 5,000 kilometres away from home in Narooma, New South Wales. And my husband Glenn got a job with the local Aboriginal Rangers. So far away from home and friends and family, it was important to find new friends and maintain interests just to keep your sanity. My portfolio was child health nurse, vaccinating 250 kiddies in the community aged between 4 weeks of age and 5 years. A total of approximately 25 vaccinations each child. The burden of disease in the Aboriginal communities is so much higher than for us Ballanders or whitefellas. Being invited to join a family out on their country was such an honour and a special treat. We always took extra food and drink to feed the whole clan of a weekend. The families survived really well on bush tucker they collected themselves, like mud crabs and yams, barramundi and turtle eggs and mud mussels. Once a year, the clinic would round up as many school children as possible, checking for ear problems like perforated eardrums and otitis media, eye diseases, skin problems, and especially rheumatic heart disease. Specialty medical staff from the Tacoma eye disease team and the Australian hearing team would fly in from Darwin with all their specialist equipment as well. Rheumatic heart disease has the highest incidence in the world in Maningrida. Bacteria enters the body through skin sores or a sore throat and then attacks the heart valves, with devastating long-term effects. The average temperature up here is between 30 and 34 degrees.
So going for a walk after work in the cool of the evening and watching the most glorious sunsets was a highlight of my day. Grand final weekend for the 12 teams in the AFL competition is the highlight of the year. For weeks, the girls all practice their program performances for their own team. Referees are thrown in from Darwin to avoid any conflict of interest between the winners and the losing teams. Whole families drive in from all around the outstations and miles away.
This is the footy hero and his faithful nurse and Dr. Yvonne.
Good on you, Ashley.
Good tackle. And are you on the winning team so far?
Yes.
Yeah.
Being on call after hours with the ambulance takes a heavy toll on you. How many times was I in the clinic with sick patients from 6 p.m. at night through to 8 o'clock in the morning, and that would have been after working an 8-hour shift already.
No, someone slept all day and I just cleaned. Hey, what time did that one go today? Lunch. Psych man lunch. Jesus.
You waited all that time. You will. Nice work, sister.
Somebody's got to do it.
This is all original Maningrida artwork. The ladies are putting their own designs to the print.
Maningrida artwork is famous all around the world.
A lot of this work gets sent over to international art galleries.
This one, woman's spirit, yeah, and waterhole.
Women's spirit at the waterhole.
There's also the heartache of funerals and sorry business when yet another community member passes away far earlier than the rest of Australia. Closing the gap of life expectancy in these remote communities is the biggest challenge of life up here. The haunting sounds of clapsticks and didgeridoo long into the night is a memory that stays with you forever. Escaping the community every 4 months and tackling the adventure of the 600-kilometre drive back into civilisation in Darwin is the best way to combat burnout. Fording over 16 croc-infested rivers on the drive to Darwin is all part of this challenge. Safety up here in Arnhem Land is so important. We would always team up with our best mates Beth, the clinic midwife, and her husband Ian, who worked as a handyman at the school.
four of us would head out equipped with our rooftop tent and camping equipment and towing the boat behind. Rugged four-wheel drives are essential in this part of the world, and travelling with at least two vehicles ensures that if anything dangerous happens, and it often did, you had a pretty good chance of getting back safely. Tyre blowouts, engine failures, rollovers, flooded river crossings were all part and parcel of survival in the top end. And having a satellite phone to call for help was another lifesaver. Every weekend was another adventure and another way of getting ourselves into trouble. Once more, the trusty winch pulled us out of trouble in the sand.
Plan C. Swap pink bits onto Ian's car. He's got a V6 and we've got a little